dark cloud, threatening, looming as putrid smoke arresting the breath. Can you feel it rising up in your chest? It should not be a question, but it is labored breathing, inflicted by the inevitable connection. It is more than the sum of words. School, elementary, man, gun, children. Children, should it be said again? Children. Faces unknown, unseen, innocent, yet familiar, grimacing, haunting the halls of failed promises. Yet these faces are connected in a way that cannot be imagined. Connected seamlessly by the cords of time and the familiarity of age. The faces of the young might as well be interchangeable, for it is our children that perish beneath the angst of a sickened mind. Is it instinctive to connect one's own to souls we know not? Is this why the heart bleeds and the emotions rage as waves of angst crash against the stony remnants of a shattered heart? Why can you not connect? After all, these were once merely viruses subject to the will of the infected hosts. Is there a reason for indifference? Tomorrow, shall we not move on to the next bout of stink, sensationalism, and feigned remorse? How dare you condemn grief? 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 What grief? Was it not 14? Today we mourn 19 plus 2. Did grief increase? And if it did, does it do so proportionately? Why resist the salty streams threatening to breach the edges of the flicking eyes? Empty suits and eloquent brutes politicize under the hellish deceit of concern. Why do your fake fires burn? O wretched man who strains at a gnat while consuming a camel, swing at the flames dancing wildly in your view while you ignore the source. Or is it that the source is ignoring you? When did value come? Before or after 60 million breaths were stifled beneath the soaking rags of your ruthless ambition? Poke and prod, evaluate, extenuate, analyze. Shall we not dig to the root of this hellish nightmare? What goes on in the mind? How can one become so psychologically warped, spiritually starved? Legislations, imaginations, even ethical convictions have all been arrested by the performance of a godless system. Blatant disregard for innocent stares, pleading with tears, but outrage lasts them all. Is rage not marketable as innocent anymore? Why were these the target? Were they not always the target? The perverted fools and deviant miscreants obsess over the minds and the bodies of the innocent, while those that stand in the way are feathered and tarred with hate and phobias. Reject the truth if you must, but to those complicit in the shedding of innocent blood, God exacts revenge perfectly. Pray for a millstone, for it is better for an offender that a millstone be tied around his neck and he be cast into the sea than he offend one of these little ones. Complicit? In what way? From the moment you abandoned selflessness in the pursuit of self-gratification while drowning in the mire of your lustful perversion. That's when you became complicit. Did you not notice your children standing on the shores pleading for direction as you drifted away on your baleful rants? Now a river of red is your vehicle. Pray for a millstone. Your hands are soiled. Not for one moment should one think that these voices cannot speak. As the blood of righteous Abel cried out from the ground, so too the cries for vengeance echoes from the haunted halls of blood and concrete. Blood stains possess much more potency than horror resulting from observation. Contemplate this revelation. Pray for a millstone, for it is better. Pray, prayer, such a horrid exercise in futility. Thoughts and prayers, useless, is it not? No wonder we are seeing the societal decline of a nation. Have the notices not been signed? Is there a specific moment when you decided to evict God? Is it done? The tree is known by its fruit. The absence of God is known by its fallout. Even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Romans 1:28-32. Scrub the stain soiling the collective hands of a nation while the bloody finger incessantly points away, always away from you. Do you not have hands too? No, you are innocent. According to who? Innocence is a trait long forgotten from the moment you pursued pleasure at the expense of your innocence. Say not the word, quench your idiotic whispers, save your signals of virtue and senseless soliloquies. They count for nothing. You demand action, you deserve only indifference, for this is the currency of your soul. Pray for a millstone, for worse then that is upon you. The only action that is needed is penitence, repentance, and mourning. Return to your first love, O delinquent generation, lest your nakedness be revealed. It already has. Where is your shame? How can you know shame when you have been duped into believing that the shameful is virtuous? Pray for a millstone, for it is mercy. Now think about that.